I am going to show you how to make a stencil. How you're going to take a photograph and you're going to make it into a stencil online, and then that way we can trace it and we can do our typography. So let's have a look. Okay, so to create a stencil, there's a couple ways that we can go about this. So I've got videos inside videos. I don't know. I was doing this in the summer, so um, so we're going to go to a website called stencilcreator.org, and I have the link in D2L. And then you've saved your image that you're picking into your Google Drive, so you're going to select it. Okay, so then we're going to make an stencil, and it's actually going to give us a bunch of options. And so one option is just to do a black and white stencil. So that means the areas that are black are all going to be like all kind of thicker areas. So we kind of have a high contrast one, right? So all the white areas are going to have nothing, and all the dark areas are going to have your big, thick font. So you can see when you go to Stencil Creator, give you some options. So this photo worked for me. So again, when I was talking about some photos are going to turn into stencils better than others. So that's why you have a bunch of different photos saved, because some are going to work and some aren't, and some are going to lose some of the features and it's not going to work for you. So just experiment to find your best one. So I was lucky. This one worked on the first try. One, because it was a large file. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on it, two-finger tap, and you're going to save the image as, and then to save it. So it actually saves it as an SVG file, by the way. Okay, so that's one option there if you want to do the single one. Okay, so the other option, so this is what I mean by single color. Okay, so you have, this is going to be your stencil. I'm going to trace it, and again I was talking about how you're going to use your larger font. What's going on? And then what's going to happen then is you're going to trace it, and then all of the areas are going to be filled in with your font. So that's one way to do that. Another option is something called a multi-layer stencil. And what I'm talking about is that you're going to have a stencil, and again, this is what I mean, it doesn't have to be black and white, where you're going to use all the different layers, so all the levels from nothing, right, and then level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, so it's going to have various ranges of value in it, and then you can see that this is the stencil, and this is how it turned out, right, so obviously the dark areas are going to be really thick letters, and the thin areas, the lighter areas are going to be with your thinner area letters and everything in between. So again, this is super easy. So you're going to go to stencilcreator.org. And again, that link is there for you on D2L, and I'll show you as well. So don't worry, you're going to create a new stencil. You have the image saved from Pinterest onto your Google Drive. You're going to find it and you're going to upload it. And it's going to give you some options. So you're going to go for one. I mean, ideally, you want something that, it depends. I mean, you can have something that has, you know, 2 different ranges of value, maybe 3, maybe 4. So just flick through them and find the one that you like the best. So this one here, you can see it has 4 different layers, right? And you can see actually this one, if it was a black and white image, it wouldn't work. So if you like that, go ahead and just go the next steps, and it will actually create a high quality image for you. And really what this program does, it actually does color separation. So if you're going to actually cut this out as a stencil and like spray paint it, it divides it into different layers for you. So you could actually, if you wanted to, cut out 4 different stencils. But sadly, we're not doing that because we can't spray paint right now. Anyway, so just give it a little bit and it will come up. And then of course, you know, to 2-finger tap it and then save the image, and it comes as an SVG file eventually. It's coming. There we go. Okay, so you could 2-finger tap it. You're going to save the image as, saves it as an SVG. Save it. And it's automatically downloaded to your Google Drive. So again, this is how it would turn out this way. So you've got to decide, you know, whether you want it to do, so this multi-layer stencil or just with the high contrast stencil with the black and white. Okay, so this is where it gets complicated. I'm going to show you in the next lesson how to trace it, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different ways that you can trace it. I'm going to show you how you can trace it if you can print it out. I'm going to show you how you can trace it if you can't print it out. So if the timing works out that you're finishing this late Friday, then you can hand in the SVG, the image stencil file to me, and I'll show you where, so I can print it out for you and have it ready for you on Monday. I don't think the timing is going to work out that way. So another option is that you can actually print out the stencil at home. If you don't have a printer at home and you can't print the stencil, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to actually bring the stencil up on your Chromebook and then trace it right off your Chromebook, okay? So don't worry about that. I'm going to show you how to hand in the stencil. I made all these videos, so I think it's better. So again, run your typography portion. So to create your stencil, this is a stencilcreator.org link that I was talking about. To print your stencil, you just click here. And again, I'm sorry I can't show you because I'm not a student. It won't come up for me. But you click it there, and then it will ask you to upload the file, and then you just upload it from your Google Drive. And then I will print it for you and have it ready for class on Monday or Tuesday. But I'm sort of concerned that we really won't. That takes too much time. So what I recommend then is you either print it from home or watch the next video, and it will show you how to actually just put the image up on your Chromebook, and you can actually disable the touch screen on your Chromebook and you can just trace it. Okay, all right. If you need anything, send me a message.